Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Rush from the Poor Millennial Mom, and this channel is all about cash stuffing, budgeting, and debt repayment. I am a single mom on a journey to paying off $89,000 of credit card and student loan debt, so if you are into that, I would love to have you. Okay, so today we're doing my November budget. A bit late, I know, but things got away from me. And I'm going to take you through my budget, what I'm adding, what I'm subtracting, what I'm changing, and we'll talk through it. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start here. Start with my income, okay? So my income for the month totals to $3,675. That is my full-time contract, which is $283 per month, part-time job, which is roughly $500, give or take, child support, which is $250, benefits, which is $682. That includes $491 in child tax benefit and $191 in GST top-up, and then $160 in freelance. This may be more, it may be less, it depends on what they need me for this month, but fingers crossed, that's kind of where we are at. So $3,675, like I said. Now let's go over here to my must-pay category. You guys know that I break my budget up into 5 categories: must-pay, variable, debt repayment, savings, and sinking funds, and the nice-to-have. So the first category is always must-pay because these are my 4 walls. These are the things I need to pay to keep my life going. So as usual, we have rent at $875. Groceries are going up to $400 a month. That's just my portion of groceries. My kids are going to start living with me more come the first week, next week, November 7th. They're going to start living with me a bit more, and that means that my grocery bill is going to go up significantly. So I'm trying to plan for that now. I've already started doing a little bit of meal planning, bit of meal prep. Let me know if you're interested in how I'm doing that, because I'd love to share. Internet is $60, it's staying the same. Utilities is $200. This is going to have to go up. It's going to have to go up. $200 is not going to cut it for this winter. It's already started snowing and it is freezing here. But we'll leave it at $200 for now, and maybe if I need to pull money from somewhere else, I can. Phone bill, this is my cell phone at $65. I have a new insurance. I put in $150, and I actually don't have to pay that right now because my insurance is paid. I had to pay the first 2 months in advance, so I don't actually have to pay insurance again until January. And ideally, if I can pay it every 2 months, I might talk to them and see if I can do that, or if there's a discount for paying up front. We will see, but right now I don't need to worry about insurance. Tuition, so my kids' private school, $300 for the both of them. Great deal. So grateful for it because I couldn't afford it otherwise. And then my bus pass, so I qualify for a low-income bus pass, and that is $39. So that brings my total must-pay bills to $1,939. I just want to show you guys that because that is less than the income I'm making from my full-time job, my full-time contract, which means that my goal is always to have must-pays to be less than that amount so that I always know I can cover at least that. It just makes me feel more comfortable, especially now I'm working for myself, so I need to make sure that everything is covered. So our next category is variable spending. I only have 2 envelopes right now, although I probably should put in a miscellaneous, just because I haven't been doing that and I need to, and obviously Apple cannot read my writing. So let's try again. No? Okay, well I'll fix that later. We're going to put $100 into this category as well, just because sometimes things happen where you need the miscellaneous cash on hand, and that's just what happens. So $300 total there, and then my leftover amount is $1,436, so we are still doing pretty well right here. Next, we have category 3, that is debt repayment. I have 3 credit cards I'm paying off. My student loans also enter repayment soon, but I have applied for repayment assistance, so I should not have to pay for those, or not have to pay a lot for those, but I won't know until closer to the middle of the month what my repayment amount will be. Anyways, so we have our three credit card bills: RBC, Fido, Tangerine. This is the minimum payment amounts. And then I'm putting nothing towards my snowball this month. And I will tell you why a little bit later on. But it's just because the kids are going to stay with me, I do need to have more cash on hand for any sort of unexpected thing that might come up. Like, for example, their bus driver couldn't drive them to school or pick them up the other day. And so that meant that I had to get a ride in the morning. My boyfriend drove us. And then to pick them up, I had to go pick them up from school. But to transit home takes 2 hours from their school. It's a 20-minute drive. So we took a cab, but that cab was $50. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely absurd. So I need to be able to plan for those things, because with kids, those things happen and you need to prepare for that. Anyways, our leftover amount is $1,151, which brings us to category 4, sinking funds and savings. So I'm going to be prioritizing what I do with my money. So first, we're going to start at the bottom here. 10% challenge. That is 10% of my total income, which is $36.75. So it would be $360 instead, because I round to the nearest 5 or 10, as we don't have dollar bills in Canada. So, okay. So that's that. And then this is a good problem to have. I realized I've been putting too much money into savings. So if you looked at my budget from last month, I was putting like $700 a month into savings. That's a lot of money, y'all. That's a lot of money. So we're changing this up. 10% challenge is always going to be, like, I'm always going to be putting money into that. That's no questions asked. That's my emergency fund, so that's going to go. But I realized I had set up auto transfers out of my bank account into other bank accounts every week. So I put $25 a week into my savings account. So that's $100, and then $50 a month into my kids' RESP. So that's another $100, and then another $50 into a different bank account, and then also $25 a week into my investments. So, like, I was putting away a lot of money, which explains why I felt like I had no money, because I had it, but I was shoving it away so I didn't see it. And while that is a great strategy, and if you're really trying to build up your savings really fast, I recommend that strategy, it's not going to work right now. So instead, we are just going to reallocate that money that was going into that savings account to the different categories. Because before it was kind of just going into this like savings, and it wasn't actually being allocated anywhere. So I'm going to be putting that money into my different categories. So 100 into travel, 100 into car, and then 50 into health. And then I'm just going to leave the investments alone, because I invest $25 a week every single Monday, and I'm using that to build up a dividend portfolio, to build up some passive income. But it's really not a lot of money. But I got to start now, because I didn't start when I was younger. So this is going to be like the little nest egg that I'm building up. Anyways, so that brings our total to savings and sinking funds to 610. And also, I hope that made sense. I kind of started rambling there, so let me know. And we have 541 left. So this is our last category, nice to have. And nice to have is the things I don't need, but I like. So accepted, $65 a month. I know I waffle on this. I'm going to keep it because I'm applying to grad school. And I need that feedback from people, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Instant Ink, $10. Turns out this is a business expense that I can write off. Yay! So I will be doing that. The problem with writing things off is, like, you still have to pay for them, and then you write them off when you do your taxes at the end of the year, you know? So I still have to pay for it for now, but whatever. Disney is $9, Amazon is $5, Spotify is $5, and then Kindle Unlimited. I realized I've had a Kindle Unlimited subscription for quite a while. It's $10 a month, but I read a lot. Y'all, I read probably like 10 books a month. I read a lot. And while I can take books out from the public library as well, sometimes I want to read something that the library doesn't have, or it's a specific text I'm looking for, or something like that. So that's worth it for me. It's $10 and it's saving me from spending $100 at the bookstore, because that is what I would do. I have a lot of books. I have a lot of books. But anyways, our nice to have is $104, which leaves us with $437. And as you can see, total income minus total expenses. Total income was $3,675. Total expenses was $3,238. We have an amount left of $437, and as I mentioned earlier, that's going to stay that way. Usually I try to get this very close to zero, but I do want to have that buffer right now just for the unexpected. If you like this sheet and you want to use it, you can find it on my Etsy shop, which is linked down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, follow me, comment. I'd love to know your thoughts on this budget. If you have any ideas on what I can do, any recipe ideas, that would be amazing, or anything like that. Anyways, thanks again, and I will see you soon. Bye!